Jaden's in here.
I'm going.
Jaden, come.
Unfortunately.
What is that supposed to mean? Hey guys, welcome to the AS.
Hello, TMC. I'm just Jaden, here with
Micah the Mermaid.
And P Wizzo.
We have a few announcements for you.
A huge congratulations to debaters Donnie and Hussein for making it to Alberta Provincial Debates on Saturday, March 10th. Woo! At Western Canada High School. We are so very proud of you.
Just a reminder that there is homework and study help in the mornings on Thursdays at 8 a.m.
Ready? Yeah. The Leadership Club is planning on running a Shave Your Lid for a Kid
Fundraiser for cancer research. We hope to hold this event in June.
So if you're interested, you might want to skip your next hair appointment. Right, Clark?
Oh yes.
Attaboy.
Students who wish to participate will have the option of having their head shaved or cutting to donate with the, minimum of 8 inches for donation.
Who has 8 inches of hair that they're like,
Clark.
nope.
More information will be coming out,
Soon.
The hill behind the school is very slippery.
So don't slip. Also, please don't slide down the hill.
Don't.
Please.
Is that good? Yeah.
Not yet.
No! We need to say goodbye.
Hey, you guys. There. Thank you for joining us here on TMCBC.
Yes.
See you next time.
Bye.
He normally doesn't like girls this close to him on set.
Bye.
Welcome back to Sports with TMCBC. Today we're here with Mr. Fleck, coach of the grade 7 badminton team, and we're going to ask him some questions on how this year might go.
Hi everyone.
What qualities are you looking for in a badminton player?
Well, somebody that can move, somebody that's going to have a variety of shots. A couple things I don't really like about kids playing badminton is they got their index finger up on the side of the racket, which prevents them from hitting the birdie properly, especially during a spike. And kids should have a variety of shots when they're playing badminton. So, for example, force your opponents to the back of the court, and then drop it on them instead of drive shot, drive shot, drive shot. Variety of shots, that's what I'm looking for.
How does TMC stack up against other schools in badminton?
Well, traditionally TMC has done quite well in badminton overall, but I haven't seen the other teams, and I really haven't even picked my own team yet, so I don't really know the caliber we have, but I'm optimistic that the team's going to do well and looking for big things during the year.
All right, thank you for doing this interview with us. It's been really helpful, and we look forward to watching your team.
Thank you very much. Have a great
We are hashtag blessing the teachers with some nice signs. We're gonna put them on their cars. Vamonos. It says, I like the size of your car, thanks for saving the environment. Yeah, there you go. There we go. I like the clean one. On this one? Yeah. Okay. There you go.
This is Mr. Casper's.
Here we have, you have a nicely groomed beard.
Do you have cooks?
Yeah, and here is.
Wait, I don't know if that's cooks. I think it is. Let's put that on Schnur's. Over there. This Miss Malls is that gigantic black SUV. And this is Mr. Flex, so you can put one on his.
Oh yeah. Nice. I like the way you are. This looked really nice today. Who amazing parking. Got snow in my boot. You are the bomb. Here you go. Okay, let's go find someone with a great sense of style.
They do have like a flower.
Yeah, that's cute.
Hashtag blessed! Hey yo, what's good? It's Tiana Bandana coming at you. And today we're talking about a serious topic. Depression. I know this might be hard for some of you to hear or to talk about, but it is something that we need to address. And I think that it's something that everyone needs to be educated on. I myself have manic depression. Some may associate it with bipolar, but it is not as severe as bipolar disorder. Depression can cause suicidal thoughts at its worst, or sometimes self-harm thoughts. Depression can feel like you are alone, empty, or numb, as some would say. If you or one of your friends is experiencing any of these symptoms, please either tell a teacher, a guardian, or contact an organization like the Distress Center. Depression is a chemical imbalance in the brain that causes you to feel a low state of emptiness. It is a very difficult thing to go through and a hard thing to live with. It's like dying inside. Depression can be treated or coped with, but it cannot be cured. If you have any further questions on the illness we talked about today, please make sure to either talk to a teacher or you can email Miss Hudson, the gym teacher, for any further questions that I will answer personally, either online or directly to you. It can be anonymous or have your name attached to it. Thank you, and I'll see you all later.
Sternberger.
And Mr. Taylor.
What do you guys do for the surgery?
So we have hired a team of students that were interested in being part of the survey. It was an application process, so students fill out an application, and based on their interests and their availability, they were hired by us, and they work shifts every week, depending on their availability. Some work Tuesdays after school, Wednesday mornings, Wednesday after school, and Wednesday at lunch.
Oh, so what's the general process of how you get the food out to everyone at these certain dates that are set?
So the survey is open once a week, Wednesdays at lunch, and the after-school process is depending on what we're making, getting that organized, putting it in the crock pots, potentially cooking it overnight, or getting things organized like slicing bread, or this week in particular, for chili we'll be cutting bread bowls, and then making some cookies for the combos, as well as like things like getting the juice ready. Like it's all these like logistical things that you don't really think about, but opening the packages of juices, getting the trays lined with napkins, and all those sorts of things are they're small jobs, but it does take time. So those are some of the things that we do to get ready for the week.
What are the challenges that you guys face when trying to like prep this or choose children?
Well, we plan on serving about 200 customers every Wednesday, so the challenges are pretty immense. Preparing food for 200 people is very difficult. It's time consuming and very laborious. That's why we have so many people to help us. But it's a lot of fun, and we know that through feedback that we've received from students, parents, and teachers, that they really enjoy the food. We really wanted them to have a hot lunch at least once a week.
One of the biggest problems that we've sort of overcome is the efficiency. So probably in our first few weeks that we were open, there was very long wait time, and we feel like we've made some changes that have really helped alleviate that.
Mm-hmm. And for my last question is, how do you guys do you guys love doing this? Because I can tell you.
We do love doing it. Despite the fact that it's a lot of work, we see so many kids really enjoying it and loving the opportunity to have some leadership in the school in a different way through food, and food makes everybody happy. So.
Mm-hmm. Universal language food.
Life advice with Clark the Shark. Yeah.
Hello, ladies. I know this might come as a bit of a shocker to some of you, but I'm single.
Staying alive, staying alive.
So being a grade 9 student, I have to do a lot of studying for surprise quizzes because, you know, that's just how grade 9 works. But I had a revelation the other day that I had no clue how to study. So as I began my deep research using WikiHow, I began to realize that this would be quite the easy episode for Clark the Shark. So here we go. We're gonna have a life advice episode dedicated to how to study. If you want to learn something, you're gonna want a comfortable, quiet space to do so. If you can, choose a spot and use it specifically for studying. If you tend to play video games in your basement and you choose a studying spot where the controller is right in your field of view.
Hey guys, here's a little behind the scenes. I came downstairs to study, but then you got your Xbox controller right there. You got your headset right there. It turns out I am not very good at focusing, so I think I got 2 dubs in PUBG, but I'm probably gonna fail the test tomorrow.
The most annoying thing in the world while studying is having to get up and get something and then losing your train of thought. Set up everything nearby, so like your paper, your like the things you're gonna use to study, pencil, sharpener. If you have any technology, plug it all in because you really don't lose that progress, especially if you're using like Word where it doesn't autosave. Maybe get some food and drink while you're at it. When in class or like reading the textbook at home, it's important that you take notes. A note is essentially just a key piece of information about a topic. Try to divvy it up into like sections so like it's easier to find for later reference. If you can, try writing down examples with your notes. It's a lot helpful to have see a real life example or like a situation where the topic is useful than just knowing the facts. Now that you've got your notes, you're gonna want to make sure that you know what the words in those notes mean. Especially in science, where there's big science words and you have to remember them and it's a pain in the butt. What the heck is an enzyme? Bioelectromagnetism. Essentially what you're gonna want to do is using any unknown or topic-specific words, you're just gonna create a little dictionary. You cannot study all at once. Science has proved that. It's just terrible for your brain. You remember less. It's a lot harder to generate ideas. So what you're gonna want to do is have like a 20-minute interval where you're working and then 5 minutes of just break. You're having breaks so that your brain has a little bit of a rest from thinking, essentially. This is pretty straightforward. Just go over your notes, go over your examples, read them over and over until they stick in your brain. If you can, try to find a practice quiz because those are usually really helpful if you're trying to remember something because you're getting direct feedback if whether you're right or not. If you can, get together with friends too because you can usually quiz each other a lot better than you can quiz yourself. Just look over them until you know them by heart. If you follow this guide, you should have a decent study guide and you should actually be able to ace the test or whatever. Unless, of course, you try to follow this guide last minute.
Oh god, the test is tomorrow. I can study in time. I know I can. I'm working hard, but it isn't enough. I require more energy. Oh god, what time is it? 11:34 on a Wednesday.
I hope this is useful to some people. I just thought it'd be fun, and I do need to learn how to study, and that's just sort of what I've learned over the last little bit. But other than that, don't freeze physically or socially. Let's get some 4s or A's or whatever grading system we're using.
Hey y'all, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode of TMCBC. If you'd like to see some of us like Clark the Shark, Cringy Kaylin, Wednesdays with Ethan, and Broke Book, and me, Crisscross Applesauce, it's all on our YouTube channel at 12 Mile Coulee School. So be sure to check it out on YouTube and subscribe.
Somebody touching my spaghetti!